And we begin with breaking news. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sean Mooney. Tonight, the Pima County Sheriff's Department shutting down a Catalina Foothills neighborhood in connection to the Nancy Guthrie investigation. This all happening near Orange Grove and First Avenue. You see the map there. Placita de Graciela and Camino de Michael are closed right now, and we're bringing you team coverage on it all. News 4 Tucson's Monica Garcia and Jacob Owens are near the scene with the very latest. Jacob has reaction from those who live there. But first, let's get to Monica Garcia with what investigators are saying tonight. Monica.
All right, Sean, this is something that we have been waiting for, possibly a break in this situation. We can tell you right now that there is a heavy law enforcement presence behind me in the neighborhood behind me, okay? So it's blocked off, and it's been blocked off out here in Shadow Hills neighborhood, as you just mentioned, Orange Grove and Camino de Michael. It's been blocked off, I would say, for the good part of 2 hours now. In fact, blocked off to neighbors who have been waiting on the side of the corner to get in here. So right now you're looking at the Pima County Sheriff Department vehicle that's been blocking everybody, and about 20 minutes ago we saw heavily
Yeah, Monica, we're at Camino de Michael and Placita de Michael. We've seen neighbors actually start to be let in at this outlet. I actually spoke with a neighbor who walked back in just about half an hour ago. They described hearing that, this law enforcement activity we're seeing tonight linked to the Nancy Guthrie case is mind-blowing. Hadn't seen anything suspicious over the last couple of days. Described walking up and down the neighborhood, and this woman has an 8-year-old daughter as well. They're home safe tonight, and like I said, we've begun to see neighbors let in here by the Sheriff's Department. There's a Sheriff's deputy behind me. Just 10 minutes ago, roughly, we saw a SWAT vehicle actually take off here, but we've continued to see law enforcement in the area, and we're going to keep talking to neighbors here. Reporting live in the Foothills, Jacob Owens, News 4 Tucson.
Okay, a lot of situation going on right now in that neighborhood near Shadow Hills, and we're going to get back to Monica Garcia right now and find out if she's gotten any more details. Monica, can you hear me?
All right, thank you guys. Sorry you lost my shot. I'm telling you, it's raining out here. There's a lot of media outlets out here, so just bear with us. So as I was saying, there's a big police activity, law enforcement activity happening in the neighborhood behind me. This is the Shadow Hills neighborhood, the suburb area of Tucson. I mean, there are houses after houses here right next to each other, and this is where I'm told about 2 hours ago, SWAT from Pima County Sheriff's deputies came out along with FBI, and they fixated on a house out here. They're not telling us exactly what happened, but we can tell you we've had different vantage points, especially where you just saw Jacob, and we're learning that possibly a man and a woman were detained tonight. And that's all we know. We've asked for confirmation, but sources are telling us a man and a woman were detained in a home out here tonight. We do have the address of the home. We have looked it up. It appears to be a VRBO, possibly an Airbnb online, and that's all we know as far as who this house belongs to. But that's what's happening out here. And again, we did see a heavily armored SWAT vehicle pull out of this neighborhood. They've been turning neighbors away for 2 hours, and just as we came to the top of the 10 right now, they're now allowing neighbors who have been patiently waiting on the side of the road right here. I mean, car after car. Imagine coming home from work or coming home from dinner and being told that you can't enter your neighborhood because the cones are blocked off, and not knowing exactly what's happening. I did speak to a neighbor who's actually in that area who was terrified. They said they were sheltering in place essentially because they had no clue what was happening. There was no warning of this big law enforcement presence. There was no warning that their neighborhood was going to be blocked off. So you can imagine how possibly scary that moment was for them. But at this point, we can confirm this is related to the Nancy Guthrie disappearance. So at least we have that much information that it's important. That's why we're all out here, and we're waiting for an update from the Pima County Sheriff's Department. Sean, back to you.
All right, and we want to go over this really quickly. This is all happening in the Shadow Hills neighborhood that is located near Orange Grove and First Avenue. Placita de Graciela and Camino de Michael are shut down right now, and a heavy SWAT presence there. Nothing has been confirmed at this point. We do know that sources are saying that possibly a man and a woman were removed from that scene, but that has not come from PCSD. They said that they were going to have a press briefing, but that has since been canceled, and we are expecting a statement. So be sure and stay with News 4 Tucson as we continue to get more information about this breaking situation. The information coming in one after another here, so we will certainly stay on top of it. In the meantime, a lot of support from this community continues, not just in the neighborhood of Nancy Guthrie, but also throughout the city of Tucson, southern Arizona, and really around the country. We here at News 4 Tucson have a banner outside of our studios, and as you can see right here, this is video of that. We've had a lot of people coming by, and the space on that banner continues to fill up with messages for Nancy Guthrie and her family as the search for Nancy Guthrie now enters, really, it's going to be tomorrow. And you can see dozens of signatures and notes covering that banner. People from across Tucson have stopped by to share prayers and words of encouragement.
Constantly, just being out the last couple days after that guy's picture was on her front porch. I mean, I'm looking at men with backpacks. I'm looking every day, and I'm just praying that she'll come home safe and sound.
Folks, you can come on by as well. There are plenty of Sharpies we have on that fence out there ready for anyone who would like to sign and show their support. The News 4 Tucson studios are located near Stone and Drockman, and we do intend to get that banner to the Guthrie family to show this community's support. And once again, the FBI is offering a $100,000 reward for information leading to Nancy Guthrie's recovery. If you have any information, you're asked to call the number right there on your screen. That's 1-800-CALL-FBI. Again, we will continue to watch that situation. We're continuing coverage on the ongoing search for Nancy Guthrie. Be sure and stay with News 4 Tucson on air, of course, on all of our social media platforms and our website at KVOA.com/Nancy Guthrie.